Sponging out is an important step in a person's life. How about you read a fucking book? Hey guys. One sec. Set this up nicely. Okay, that seems about right. Hey guys, we are on that Spongebob shit today because I only have one stream before the big shit event of the year starts. Except that's the big shit event of last year, except it's happening this year. So I decided to play something I can be in a single stream. Which... Hold on a moment, game's a bit loud as fuck. There we go. So, I know a lot of people who grew up in SpongeBob domination era probably played stuff like Battle for Bikini Bottom on PS2 and GameCube. That's a well-liked game even to this day. This one's a little older. This was the third SpongeBob game ever made, and I believe the only one for PlayStation 1. So it's pretty early in the life of this series. Released in 2001. And ultimately, it's a pretty straightforward 2D platformer. It'll tell us what's about itself. I honestly think this is like a solid game.
Here we are at Bikini Bottom, and today we will be following my favorite creature, Spongebob Squarepants, on his adventures around Bikini Bottom. Today, he is in search of the best birthday present ever for his best friend, Patrick. The question is, how far will he go for his best friend?
Fully voiced French narrator, right?
Gary, I just had a great idea about what to get Patrick for his birthday.
Oh, no, not you again. Just keep the noise down. What do you want?
It's my best friend Patrick's birthday, and a signed photo of his favorite superheroes would be the best thing ever.
Well, we are a bit busy right now. No rest for superheroes. Well, I know that Mermaid Man might consider signing one for a superhero snack.
Peanut butter. Tomatoes. Jelly.
Like a calculator. You can count on it. Meow.
Yeah, that's about all the setup we're gonna get for now. So the thing about this game is, it shouldn't be hard to beat at all. You can also get there is also a good ending you can get, which takes some effort, or you can 100% in the game, which is suffering. Don't do that. So right away we can start the first level, Jelly Fields. One thing about this game, I really like its soundtrack. I think it has nice music. Anyway. So SpongeBob has a pretty simple move list on basic level. He can run around, can jump, and he can butt slam on stuff, which is how you defeat enemies.
Hi, Squidward. Ready for another great day together, friend?
Today's Sunday, SpongeBob. Forget the Krusty Krab. Hey, moron, why don't you take your net and go waste somebody else's time?
Hey, I can use this net to catch jellyfish and throw them at those annoying critters.
And this is another way you can deal with enemies when they start showing up. Catch jellyfish swimming around and then throw them at stuff. There's lots of like items and things you'll get to use throughout the game. Arms and legs go? I still got him. I don't understand the question. I quit word. Honestly, the net attack, image, well, the net attack is not great, but, like, it's something. Anyway. You may have noticed, is me calling this retroactively Sonic is not just a joke about a certain racing game that features both this character and a hedgehog. No, when you get hurt, you drop your golden spatulas everywhere, and if you have none and get hurt, then you lose a life. A familiar system for certain fans. And I think kind of a funny choice for SpongeBob, all things considered, to just kind of grab that. Yeah, the terrain's 3D. I honestly think this game looks not bad for what it is. I think its backgrounds do a good job capturing what the show looked like. By the way, there's a Game Boy Advance version of this game too. Don't play it. Not good.
Yippee! Now to find the jar of peanut butter.
Anyway. Yeah, it was a specific time period, I feel like. Late PS1 games that also got to be early GBA games. At least 2D ones. Now, you may notice 90 out of 100 out in there. That's a, counter of how many spatulas you got on that level. And brought to the end. So if you get a certain number in a level, which I'm not really sure how many it is. I thought it was 100, but like apparently 90 was enough. You can unlock the world's bonus stage. This is how you get the good ending, by the way, because when you go to the bonus stage, you can collect these little tokens. A bad ending? Well, it's a normal ending. It's not called a bad one. And the goal, what you use these for, is to buy extra gifts or the birthday party. Now, to get the best possible ending, you have to buy every gift, which means getting all 25 tokens in each bonus stage. So I'm just going to do that again, run that one again until I get the rest of them. They stay collected if you beat the stage, and this one you even just running out of time counts as beating a level, so. You don't really have to worry that much. The main issue with this one is that there's some weird shit going on with the collision on these things. So sometimes just dropping out of them to get tokens is a pain. See? And now I'm one short, I'll have to go back again. But there are exactly enough tokens to get all the gifts, so I will have to try and get all 5 bonus stages in this game. Which really isn't too hard. Like, hey, you don't even need 100% of the spatulas on a level. There's 100 in each level, and then you only need to do 1 per world, so it's not that hard, but it's a bit more of a challenge than just beating the game. Now the thing is, if you want 100% the game, you have to bring all 100 spatulas to the end of in each stage to the end. This is a huge pain in the ass because the game has sonic damage, so and you lose all of them if you get touched by anything. So have fun if you're trying to do that shit. Anyway, next Sandy's Tree Dome.
SpongeBob, you silly old sponge. Try using your helmet.
This level has a gimmick, which is that your helmet runs out of water and you have to refill it. About what you'd expect for a level like this in the Tree Dome. This walled me as a kid for a while, because you know, time limits, you know how it is. But there's nothing all too complex about it. The game will introduce some more mechanics and stuff later on. But right now it's just some straightforward sponging up and down. Also, funnily enough, this gimmick only exists in this stage and age. And the reason that's weird is because there's another stage that really sounds like it should have it, but doesn't. But you'll see that when we get to it. Also, the 5-second warning is, as far as I can tell, somewhat longer than 5 seconds. Rainy Turtleoid Zeke. There's some barrels here. I guess someone was playing Donkey Kong. I was like, get used to that particular ouch sample because I'm not going to be the most careful person alive.
Yippee! Now to find the kelp lettuce. Off to Fishhook's Park.
Yeah, there's like a good amount of dialogue in this game, which is nice. I mean, it's a licensed cartoon game, you'd aim, so it's nice when you can actually get to hear dialogue based from the voices of the characters. I like the tune in this level, too. Also, like, funny thing is, like, I've made already some Sonic jokes because of the way damage works. And also because of SpongeBob showing up in a Sonic game sometime later this year. But also, like, just this little setup with, like, this sort of raised background platform and then this rock right here. Isn't that kind of Green Hill? Like, Green Hill's got this here and there, doesn't it? Like, I'm not the only one who's thinking that sort of thing, am I? Just saying, like, this game isn't that Sonic, but it's a little Sonic in some weird, specific ways. So if you're sick of Green Hill, I'm sorry for that you're watching this. All these little yellow, like, squid-looking things can be really annoying. One thing interesting about this game is that most enemies make some sort of sound just by existing, so you can at least always tell. Like, the hermit crabs have that little inching sound to them. The lamps are pretty simple. You can stand on them when they're closed. The mouse can hurt you. You know. And well, it wouldn't be Fishhook's Park without some fishhooks. Luckily, they don't seem to damage you, but they can take you for a ride. You know, you'd expect that sort of thing. Yeah, I played a lot of this game as a children. Back in my childrenhood when I was a children. Now, one difference from this game and Sonic is that whenever you drop your spatulas, you can theoretically collect all of them. They all do drop, and some of them will be a little, like, yellow ones that are worth 5 instead of 1. But I wouldn't expect to actually get all of them, so... in most situations, so if you're 100%ing this game, you should probably just try and get through without taking damage. But I'm not doing that because I don't hate myself, so... yeah, like I mentioned, and I like how the stuff in this game looks. It is, like, accurate to the show, which is something you can't always count on for licensed games. But I think it has a good sense of a lot of the show's art style, at least in the environments. Sometimes the enemies can be hit and miss, and especially some of the bosses are just like, what the hell is this thing?
Ah! Now to find the bread. But where? I know! Bikini Bottom has loads of bread.
Yeah, I'm getting 0 on that level because I just got knocked into the exit by that thing. But I already got the bonus level in this world, so I don't really care. Alright. Bruh, right? Hey, downtown is the 4th level in this world, and our first boss level. Yeah, this game has bosses, which, remember, again, when I'm talking about 100%ing this game, making you require every fucking spatula on a level and take it to the end, that includes beating the boss. I want to stress that you should not 100% this game. But I think it's actually a pretty chill experience if you don't do that. Because it's like, hey, if you really need kids to waste your time, you get them to do that. Want to shut them up for a while. Oh man, I died. Somehow I died and then picked up the spatulas, but I'm good on the lives, so. Told you those little yellow squid things would be like a little more annoying enemies in this game. But we're good. Much like everyone's second favorite hedgehog, even just having one spatula is a load of safety. That's why I said that just beating this game is pretty easy. You can survive through most anything. And there's plenty of lives laying around too. I'll leave the favorite as an exercise as a reader. And yes, boss hints from Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's Superhero Handbook, Mother Jellyfish. Be very, very careful around the very rare Mother Jellyfish. Try to scare it away by throwing whatever you can at it. Perhaps the monster is scared of jellyfish? Well, like, that's really stupid to consider, but it is in fact true. You can throw jellyfish at this thing to damage it. You can also just butt slam it if you want. There's no rules, really. Oh, I didn't realize it actually had a unique getting hurt animation for being shocked there. Didn't even do the normal ouch. Are there more spatulas hanging around? I sure hope so. Guess not. That is true, though. Women come first. Oh, one thing that is very generous in this game, boss's health bar is still down even after I, died to it. That is a thing I completely forgot about. And it's for the kiddos. We're gonna be fine. It is a little annoying that sometimes the thing just like flies higher around, so it's harder to hit. But we're in no rush. I'm no speedrunner, although I'm sure someone is. Or hit. There we go. With that, we can get some bread. I don't know why it had the bread, but have it. Yeah, I mentioned this before. I used to play this a lot as a kid. It took me longer than it does now, I'll say that much.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh!
Back already? That is definitely a sandwich fit for a superhero. Gonna need to think of something to test your superhero potential. And keep busy. Look, MM is not in great superhero condition at the moment, and he could really do with some pampering. Some kelp cream and a facial. Not for me, you understand.
I'm on my way.
So yeah, as you can see, the whole plot of this game is just gonna be Barnacle Boy getting us to do stuff to waste our time, which is in character. Requires one block. And not have a block. Alright, so this is actually the next level that walled me as a child, and it's simply because I didn't understand the mechanic, because I'm stupid, even though it's more or less displayed on screen. Once I figured it out, it was normal. This is Cavernous Canyons. The silly, jaunty tune. And a new toy.
This coral blower, I can suck up all those seashells lying around and use them to break the rock walls.
And also...
Now listen, boy! I'm counting on you to use this here coral blower to make your way around Bikini Bottom. And watch out for that scurvy plankton! He is up to his old tricks again!
We have yet another Spongebob game that definitely did not hire Clancy Brown to voice Mr. Krabs. Anyway, the leaf blower sucks shit. It fucking blows. I hate it. Not because of what it does. No, it's a pretty simple, thing. You can suck up various objects and then aim them and shoot them. By the way, the reason I couldn't beat it as a kid is because I didn't know how to aim them. But no, the problem with this thing is that it fucks with your movement for some reason. Like, it makes you take longer to accelerate and decelerate. Look at this. Yes, I'm gonna let go of the D-pad. It takes them that long to stop. And that's only with this. If you don't have it, it's near instant. I never noticed that as a child, but it makes a lot more sense, because there were a lot of stuff where it just felt like it was hard to carry that thing. That said, don't worry about like carrying it through a whole level in places like this. Usually if you need something, they'll just give you another one. So, you can feel free to drop that thing. One other thing I find funny is that if you hold down, you actually have like the kind of whole like animation for looking down. Looking up, he just does that. Whoop. I think it's kind of funny that the amount of effort there is so different. Also, you can't butt bounce while you have the reef blower up, so all in all, it's a pain. Anyway, I'm gonna make my life a little easier right now. Do some of this early.
Using the coral blower on those rocks up there should cover up those spikes. Then Gary can walk over them.
But yeah, I'm clearing out a path F for Gary here. And yes, SpongeBob is quite excited about this whole ordeal, but to be fair, he's quite excited about most things. That's just kind of how he is. Exactly, yeah. That down. There we go.
Now, Gary, follow me. I'll protect you. Just head for your food, Gary. Meow!
I don't know why his meow was so loud. Anyway, we do have to wait for him to get to his... I think? We might not, actually. We might be able to just go, but... Because I did clear out the whole path, but... I'm just gonna abandon him. Look at him. Look at him go! Ready for the big race. He is quite the trooper. And you do get something for this. You get an extra life for it. Also, if Gary falls, if you don't make those bridges and Gary falls into those spikes, you just instantly die. So don't do that. Also, I hate these things. Anyway, what would a platformer be without? Oh, the Thwomp equivalent. This is the weird square skull. I mean, compared to the previous world, this level's on the longer side. Oh, the camera's actually not super helpful right here. Fine here, so... Also, sometimes landing on these things just change. These big pink jellyfish just changes the direction they're moving, which is weird. A little Yoshi's Island DS, yeah, but this game has good music, so it's different. Oh, I did not know those guys were up there. Oh, there goes getting the getting enough spatula on this stage. Usually I do it on another level of this world anyway. Nice thing about getting hurt like that, though, is I can stop giving a shit about it. Need this piece of junk again. Oh. Another one, really? Look, oh, there was a thing to suck in up there, right there. Whoops. Well, there's a checkpoint right there anyway, so we're safe. And see, we're good.
Yippee! Now to find the loofah. That has to be in thermal tunnels.
That's an... So why would you think that, actually? Why would you assume that there's a loofah in thermal tunnel? You know what? Never mind. We don't have to think about that, I think. I guess that's just common knowledge in the water. Anyway, this level I like, hey, just because the music's real chill. And also Patrick's here.
SpongeBob, I got an extra balloon for my birthday. Want it? Ooh, you're floating away. Hey, where'd my balloon go? SpongeBob!
Yeah, balloons,
Bubbles! Hey, I wonder if I can jump on them.
they just make you float. We actually saw some in the first world bonus stage, but if you didn't unlock that, this is the first time you'll see one. Yeah, well, SpongeBob looking for a loofah is funny, but also Mermaid Man's old and shit. SpongeBob doesn't want to be rubbing up on all that. That's a really nastily placed enemy, if you ask me. Really? Oh, down there. I am still looking for most of the spatulas here, because if I can get the bonus stage unlocked here, that'd be nice. But if not, I can do it on the next level. I've managed to get most or all of them on that one too. A little. These things can destroy enemies too if you shoot them like that, so they have that use too. If only moving with it wasn't such a pain. Still though, I think that's enough for the bonus stage. Like last time I was like at like 75 or 80 or something and I got it.
Now to find the mud pack. Off to those nasty acrid air pockets. Better make sure I'm nice and moist.
So, funny thing. The next level, as you said, it's called Acrid Air Pockets. When I was a kid, I always wondered. I assumed that would be like another water helmet level, like a tree dump. It's not. That mechanic never shows up again. And I always wondered, why isn't it here? Feels like it should be. The whole thing is... But first, we have a bonus stage to do. This was the roller coaster. There's 3 of the 5 bonus stages that are kind of like this, where you're in a car going along and you can jump and also use left and right to change your speed. Apart from the speed adjustment, it's kind of Donkey Kong Country with it, really. I take them a little slow because I didn't memorize where all these things are. But honestly, this is the only one you can really do fast anyway, because you go really fast if you move forward downhill. And yeah, there's a little barrier that just bounce you back. The ones that... in this one, the only thing that can kill you is falling into a pit. The ones after this have, like, other things to watch out for, so be careful of that. But we got all 25 first go, so we can do some shopping. Yeah, as I said, you need to get at 25 on every single bonus stage to buy every gift, so you will have to do it in every world. There's exactly enough for that. Anyway, accurate air pockets. This place is funny. Like I said, no helmet, even though like the whole air pocket thing is like the whole theme. Also, that boulder kills you instantly, so watch out for that. These little octopi, annoying.
I can make bubbles! And what do you know? I can jump on them!
There's another one that works more or less how you'd expect. And if you stand too long on like bubbles that are in the environment, they will pop, but they don't automatically go away otherwise like these do. Fuck that. Oh, right, that. Yeah, this game, like I said, it's pretty standard, like, not gonna blow your mind, but I always thought it was solid and entertaining enough. Not too bad looking, too, and the music's nice. It is successfully spongy.
Ah! Now to find the false teeth, only in the lava fields. Better pack some ice, it's gonna be a hot one.
Like the two SpongeBob games before this, one of them I've never played or even seen much of. It's like Legend of the Golden Spatula for Game Boy Color. And then the other is Operation Krabby Patty for PC. I had that. It's a pretty dire minigame collection. I don't recommend it. I mean, as a kid I liked it because I was a kid. What do kids know? They're kids. Anyway, this is lava fields. There's lava here. It kills you. And really snappy music. Rascal, huh? I don't know that one. Is there a reason I don't know that one? 3D PS1 platform with tank controls. I mean, that's not automatically bad. That also describes Tomb Raider. That was a pretty big hit. It's probably not as good as Tomb Raider. It wasn't designed for them. Traveler's Tales was forced to change the controls late in development because of Tomb Raider. That's kind of insane. Anyway, time for the boss and another new item to use. The Sub-Shark. This is one of those bosses where I'm like, yeah, they just made some shit. It is rumored that this mechanical creature is one of Plankton's creations gone haywire. This thing will swallow you whole, so keep your distance. If only you had a jelly launcher. Anyway. First off, I totally forgot that bridge breaks. Besides that, the jelly launcher. It's a gun. You shoot things. Anyway. Trick to this boss is that, you shoot it and it takes damage. The thing is, as a kid, I always fucked this up. Did you see that little, like, turn thing it does when you hit it? If you hit it during that, it does the animation again, but doesn't actually take damage. And you can rapid fire this gun pretty fast, so I would just bash out a bunch of shots and then not actually do, like, more than 2 damage. Because I was an idiot kid. And trying to butt bounce this thing is annoying. Not impossible, but annoying. But yeah, it's not a hard fight if you do things right.
Right! Now back to Mermaid Man to receive my new orders.
Like I was already just accepted that he's gonna have to do some more bullshit. Like, you don't know, he could just give you the autograph right now. I mean, he's not gonna, but he could.
That is amazing. How did you manage that? Reflecto has nothing on you, kid. You must really love your mate, Trevor.
It's, Patrick.
Whatever. Look, we can do with some new uniforms, so, how about you pop back to prehistoric Bikini Bottom to see what you can find?
By the power of Neptune and the use of Plankton's time machine, I shall go through time.
I like the implication that we have to go to prehistoric times to get these guys uniforms, because they don't make clothes like that and they're just that fucking old. Like, that's the only implication I can get from this. They're old as fucking. You can't get all their stuff from now. Oh, this level's cute because it actually has an extra cutscene before it.
Blast you, Sponge Breath! You have found my secret time machine! Whatever you do, make sure you fill it up before you bring it back!
I do like how it's the fucking tacky interior time machine from that one episode. Even though that didn't belong to Plankton, it was in the Krusty Krab in the future, but... You know, where everything was chrome. Anyway, prehistoric times. For reasons unknown.
Floor doesn't look too stable. Oh, a good old butt bounce should do the trick.
He said butt. Really funny that I still have my balloon. I Mr. Krabs again. First, we got some other stuff to do. We didn't get that contemptible reef roller again. The funny thing about this game is that, like, a couple years back, the source code from basically the game's entire development timeline leaked. Like, just builds from the entire history.
SpongeBob, now listen, boy. There are dangerous surfaces that none shall pass unless they have squeaky boots. I happen to have a pair. You can owe me.
Yeah, the squeaky boots make you immune to spikes. They make you immune to them from every direction, despite them just being boots, which is sort of funny. Spikes in the ceiling of the hero are really mean.
Ah! Now to find the Scalabra! The only place is desert wasteland. But what if I get stuck in quicksand? Pshaw, like that's gonna happen.
Won't somebody please help me? Okay, so 70 is enough. It's either 75 or 80 that you need to get to the bonus stage. Luckily, this level and the next one both aren't super hard to get a bunch of spatulas on. So.
Hi-ya! Excellent! You'll be able to use this move on most of the enemies you encounter, as well as special objects.
Andy, why are you in prehistoric times? Anyway, Karate Glove is exactly what you'd expect. You can do violence. But also, this level gives you a gun. Makoto crouching heavy punch and glove. It is a good glove, but, you know, I do wonder if they should have just given Makoto a gun sometimes. Thank you for enjoying my concert. Funny thing about this song, the melody of it kind of quotes the theme for SpongeBob, like the show. That little. That's kind of the show's theme if you think about it. But it's a little subtle, and there's a funny story surrounding that, so I would love to tell it, but I'll save it for a bit later. There's these vents that send you upwards too. Well. Alright, these fucking tornadoes. You could just shoot the tornado with a gun. If you're ever worried about a tornado in real life, it works if you do that. Oops. Okay, you know what? I'll just get those spatulas on the next level then. That one's a little easier, I think. I always forget the end of this one's a little annoying. The butt bounce actually does extend your jump a little bit horizontally before you start moving down. He hovers in place for a bit, or hovers going forward. So there's a few situations where you can make use of that. Or if you're doing like speedrun shit, I assume. Spongebob. Huh?
Now to find a pair of shell slippers and into kelp jungle.
Should be able to get just about everything in Kelpozoic Jungle. It's not too hard a level if I'm not a complete dingus about it. Funny thing about the music in this game is that
A few bubbles should get me up there.
there's 3 songs per world, but 4 stages, so there's always one song that repeats. But it's not always the same one that does.
Dum 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 dum. Here you go, Spongebob. One bubble wand dipped and ready to go. Up, down, and all around. I don't know what that means.
It means you're in Speed Highway. Come on, keep up. Okay, hey, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm just gonna back out and make sure I do this level right because I don't wanna. I do want, because I know I'm not getting enough specials on the boss levels because I don't care enough to learn how to no damage these bosses.
F.
Alright, there we go. Those crabs have a little, like, flipping attack they'll do, but they kind of stop before they do it, so it's usually not too hard to butt bounce them, but if you're not careful, they'll get you off guard. This squid is, like, the worst enemy in the level, though. Now, at least Sonic would kind of give you a shield. So, there's nothing that'll protect you from taking damage in this game. Also, this is a trick. Go down. It's the only way to get these spatulas. Very mean of them, really. You can actually make a number of these jumps without bubbles, but I'm paranoid. Not plenty. They even give you more. This one you might actually need a bubble for, so. There's land down there, right? I assume so.
Uh-oh, those plants are moving. They're not trees. Help!
And also getting 100 gets you an extra life, but that's kind of what you expected now, isn't it? Anyway, Spongebob's about to get eaten by a whale. But first... well, first we gotta go through the Tunnel of Love, of course. Now, despite being a tunnel of lava, those swinging hearts just fucking kill you. You're gonna shut this place down. You gotta be a bit careful, though. There we go. First try. Get more shopping to do. Only 2 more gifts to get, but they're the most expensive, so we do have to still do the last 2 bonus stages for them. Anyway, we'll save the game because I'm a compulsive saver, in case things randomly go wrong. It is nice that this game is late enough in the PS1's lifecycle that doesn't have any bullshit surrounding saving. You don't need to get to specific points or, like, have items for it. You know how some games used to be about that. I mean, Resident Evil did for a while, but that situation I think is a little different. Still kind of annoying, though. Anyway, inside the whale. This level is conceptually kind of fucked up, but luckily it's kind of abstract looking. The music's cool, though. Please land it. Okay. That was on me, I rushed it a bit. Oh, there's a checkpoint at the little warps as well. I didn't actually think of that. The balloon. Oh, that's why I was getting the balloon. I have to put that down for it. Oh, we got that life right back anyway, so. Is this the boss? Okay, yeah. Parasitic worm. Again, kind of a gross idea, but it's kind of goofy looking, so. There are worms, and then there are worms. These guys are big. Mermaid Man insists they chased one away by jumping on it. Yeah, you just butt bounce this thing. You don't have any items here. I mean, to be fair, this is still not nearly as big as an Alaskan bullworm, so. Isn't much of a problem. Anyway, like any good shoot-'em-up, the third boss is a big, snaky thing made of a bunch of segments. You know, just like Darius 2. No sponge JRPG for Alaskan bullworm super boss. None yet, is what you mean. I always find it fun when, like, big licenses, especially ones that, like, aren't Japanese, get, like, turn-based RPG-style games. Like, I know there was that one Lord of the Rings one that was, like, basically kind of just Final Fantasy X. Well, Lord of the Rings, which I think is really funny. The Third Age, I think, is the one. There were also some surprisingly good, like, Game Boy Color ones, but unfortunately those are, like, Harry Potter games, and don't really like to think about those much these days. It's a fun genre to take this kind of thing. One thing I find interesting, SpongeBob on computer actually had a number of like point-and-click adventures. That's another good genre for adaptations like this. To get a lot of, you know, the kinds of jokes that you'd have in the show and things like that. This thing also gets shorter as you beat it, so now it's kind of just the head, which is a little weird. But it also gets faster, which is... I hope you're starting to understand why I'm not gonna learn to 100% this fucking game. Stay the fuck away from me. Alexis Lucas, our Sponge. It's your game. Yeah, if it was like a couple years earlier, they probably could have done that.
All right! Let's get out of here and back to Shady Shoals. What is that smell?
But yeah, the point-and-click adventure SpongeBob games, like Employee of the Month, I hear they are actually pretty good. I was like, how the fuck did he get back from that?
Look what I have got for you!
Look, kid, you're beginning to bug me now. One of my favorite kelp bars would be great. Hey, kid, you can only get them in Bikini Bottom.
So, see, this is a funny error in the script.
On my way!
Yeah, we're not going to Bikini Bottom. That would be easy. No. Where he actually needs us to go is, we're going to fucking Rock Bottom, which is a bit more of a trek. Detroit? Yeah, about the same thing. I do like this level just because you can see like the whole vertical road in the background. It is nice that there are like a good amount of things from the show in this game. Time's the charm. I don't even know what hit me there, and I don't want to think about it, but... The next two levels in this world are surprisingly easy to get a bunch of spatulas on, or even all of them, so... This world, there's really not much to worry about in regards to, getting to the bonus game. Oops, oh well. Anyway, there is a fun bit with this world, which is,
tartar sauce, it ate my coin! Double tartar sauce, it's empty!
Much like the episode this is referencing, the, vending machines are not kind to SpongeBob. So you'll see the item after getting each level is the same, because I'm just getting another coin to put in another fucking vending machine. This level is like really easy to get 100% on as long as you don't like rush the clams or fall in through those breakable bridges. Castlevania Sawgas stage name, right? This is not quite a Castlevania song-wise though. Oh, the level's called Lonely Souls. You have to deal with some spikes here. Ah, shit. Screwed that up. I can actually get enough spatulas in the next level pretty easily, too. Like I said, there's 2 pretty easy levels in this. If I didn't screw that up like an idiot, I'd have been fine, but alas. Going for the extra life was greedy. There. But yeah, there's nothing actually difficult in this level. I just screwed up like a doofus.
This one is empty too. They really should refill them more often, or at least once.
All right. Onward to the graveyard. This level is also not difficult. It's a little spooky though. Don't get scared. Woo. That'd be just being like a skull is some implications there I don't like. I mean, why isn't it a fish skull or something? Or whatever. You can see, like, going by spatula count, the level is like already fucking over. Not difficult at all. Which means I'm probably gonna find a way to screw it up then.
This one too? Oh, who could be eating all these candy bars?
100%. Easy peasy. So we can take a quick jaunt to this world's bonus game. The Ghost Train. Of these little, like, roller coaster type levels, this one's probably the hardest of them. Tight squeezes. Usually involving these things. And you don't keep your tokens if you, like, die in a level. Careful of. Ugh. I always forget that they just put that right after the jack-o'-lantern there. Annoying bit. But you can try them as many times as you want, so. Oh, it did keep them all, actually. Weird. I guess I'm stupid. Oh, you know what it is? You don't get to go to the gift shop if you don't get to the end. That's why you need to get to the end of them. Also, there's always at least one token at the very end anyway. Okay, this is the last of these little vehicle levels, because the final world's bonus level is a little different. And yeah, there's only 5 worlds in this game. It's not a long game if you're not an idiot child who's bad at video games. As you can see, I am one of those, so we'll be here a bit. Actually, this might go way shorter than I expected. I wonder what the hell else I'll do for this stream. I guess as long as I have the PS1 emulator handy, I could play some Beat Mania. That would be funny. You can also try to acquire the Game Boy Advance version of this game, which I have never played, but I am quite aware is some hot ass. But I don't want to do that because it's hot ass. Okay, this part of the song's a little Castlevania. With the little... just going crazy on the organ. Okay. Okay, we're good? We're good. Bobbert. Alright. Alright, and with just 25 more, we'll have the last gift. So now, another 4th stage, another boss level. Here we go. Last stop. With the buzz stop, and the machine's right there, but we have to go on a bit of a journey first. Really thought I could outrun that. You leave me alone. I mean, this level's boss is interesting, and you'll see why when we get to it, but it is actually... Unlike a lot of the other like bosses we run into, this one is actually like a character from the show, which is, you know, a treat. And he'll be sure to make you know that he is that. Let you know, rather, excuse me. Alaskan bullworm. I don't know, we kind of already had a worm. Sure, we need an even bigger one. Here we go. That's right, it's the Flying Dutchman. So, as they say, a jelly launcher could prove handy.
Bet your lily white livers I am the Flying Dutchman. I am going to steal your soul.
It's actually kind of a pain, too.
I am going to steal your soul.
And also, he never fucking shuts up.
I am going to steal your soul. Bet your lily white livers I am the Flying Dutchman.
At least he's got 3 voice clips, so. Varies at least some. Oh, right. I always forget that those are like actual pits. Luckily, because this game's very nice thing about boss health, it's not hard to beat this.
I am going to steal your...
Or not. Oh, pick this thing up. Okay.
I am going to steal your soul.
Oh,
Your lily
those are like pits, blocks on the ground covering the pits, and I don't actually know what causes them to break. It's the Dutchman himself, I don't know. We're almost done.
Bet your lily white livers I am the Flying Dutchman. I am going to steal your soul.
Sounds like we're good. That adds this new bubble that we can ride right out of here. And...
Ah! I've got a candy bar for my favorite superhero. La 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 la. That's funny. Oh, I know.
He just throws it through a fucking window.
Thanks, kid. Look, kid, Eminem has had a turn. The TV is broken, and unless you get the right tools, he's gonna miss his favorite cartoon. Can you help?
Does a snail meow? You bet.
Alright, one more world. Game's not, like I mentioned, this game's not super long. This is SpongeBob, 2D SpongeBob platformer. It's kind of what you'd expect. Off to Jelly Fields once again. Only not quite. Yeah, Man Race around. And he's just kind of a normal enemy and you can slap him and he does that, which I think is pretty funny. Yeah, he was in the intro. Normal enemy Man Ray. Yeah, the power scaling community is gonna eat that up. You gotta ride this across for a few spats. Something about the oil-covered, like, landscape in the background is a little sad. The music's a bit melancholy, too. Kinda interesting. The thing about Man Ray is that though he's a normal enemy, if you don't have like some sort of weapon, he's actually a huge pain in the ass because you actually can't jump high enough to butt bounce him. Also, as you can see, the walls are back, the reef blower's back. This area sucks shit because of it. So I'm gonna run around and shoot some Man Rays first. And we'll come back for the rest of that stuff. Just walks around. He does throw shit. He does throw shit if you let him, but takes him a while to do it. And oh, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna try and get the spatula to the next level. Fuck that garbage. For some reason that squid thing is really fast at this point in the game. But that also means I don't really have to worry about any of this, and I can just go to the end. I think I should be able to do it in the next level. Or if I fall like that, then... Can't go up there. Not yet, anyway. Amber, gotta get that.
Right! Now to find an aerial.
The punctuation there is exciting. Kinda gives me the vibe of a song, what the fuck is an aerial? Which it's of course a normal attack you do while not grounded, but... Nick All-Star Brawl wasn't out yet, he wouldn't have figured that out. Yeah, I don't remember much about this level. It's called Man Ray's Lair. So there's gonna be more Man Rays in it. Music's actually pretty good too. There we go. There being one spatula up there is fucked up. That's just mean for anyone who wants to 100% the game. I mean, there's extra life too, but one fucking spatula, really? Fucking put it there? Those green bridges don't fall. I don't know, I thought they did. The bouncy tires make me think Donkey Kong Country, honestly. Can I go down there? Yeah, cool. Oh, that's an enemy generator. This level seems a bit treacherous. Honestly, don't remember what the rest of the levels here are like. Oh, I got everything back there. No harm. But yeah, that was him throwing shit. Like an electric blast thing. Makoto overhead glove. Cool. Clams are around too. Unlike the other clams, you can actually kill these. I should have at least most of them, so I'll probably have enough when I'm done. Tail's fucking annoying that. Versus there's one of those generators there. Hole. You know what? I should have enough, I think. So. Oh, come on. Let me try that level one more time. The bonus, by the way, the bonus level in World 5 is a little unique. Kind of curious to get to it. I barely remember doing it as a kid. I'm pretty sure I got all the presents at some point in my life. Alright. The fuck hell? There we go. Well, I've missed a few, but that should be enough for the bonus stage.
Yippee! Now I need to find an oil can, but the only place is that abandoned oil rig. That gives me an idea.
Only place, huh? The only way? That should be good enough, unless they do something silly with requirements. Oh, fuck. I turn up the requirements, and I have to have I guess I do have to actually 100% the level here. Well, I can go back to the other one, but I'll try and do this one first, see if it's how much fun. Pretty sure those flames instant kill you, by the way, so careful of that. I also remember this level being a little mazy, but I think the next one might have been more, so. Let's hope I don't miss anything this time. There's Man Guy again. Came from this middle pass. Once again, one fucking spatula there for the tube. Of course, those instant kill flames ready to ruin your life. You know, I'm gonna just do that previous level again, but actually get at all the spatulas instead of being a wuss about it. I don't want to have to think about doing that little passageway. But yeah, remember what I said, that you can 100% this game by getting every spatula on every level, if you like suffering. It's like weirdly difficult considering that this is otherwise not that challenging a game. Dome. By the way, when you fall for a while, you have that little falling animation. He kind of splats into the ground. It does nothing, but it's funny, which I appreciate. Oh man, the little thing that shoots at you around there, which is really hard to see. The main annoying thing about like the passageway with the flames on that the oil rig level is that you have to wait for like the cycles on both the moving platform and the flame to match up so you can actually get in there. That just seems like it'll be a lot of waiting, and it's no fun. So for whatever reason, you can press down on these things to make them go faster, go back down instantly, but you can't do that to move them up. That or they just go down way faster than I am. I guess they're just doing that shit. I don't understand this game, I don't understand anything. Really? Can I like resync this somehow? Because I feel like it should not be doing that. There we go. Can you not fucking shoot me this time? That'd be great. No, I could die in a more pathetic way instead. I wish there was a quicker way to restart levels, considering the 100% system they want you to go for, but... Look, I'll try this one more time. I'll do it with those stupid flames. I'll just be better. I'll just do fucking better. will simply play better. It's interesting how, like, the music for this last world in this game is, a lot of it's just kind of, like, low-key and a little melancholy. I like it. This will all go out the window with the last level, by the way, which does its own thing. Where did that fucking jellyfish lead to? Okay, yeah, this is what I said about this level being a little mazy. Wait, was that where I had to go? Then where the fuck did everything else lead? Hope it's not the more spatulas. Shadows, it may have been to more spatulas. Also, that might just be this alternate area. Oh, is this the one that just doesn't go out and I have to go, like, around? I didn't think that this level goes to this whole, like, optional area thing. Like how they give you even this little guide on where you should be bubbling. Yeah, I'm starting to think that there were, in fact, some... Okay, yeah, there were some extra spatulas on the other path. This level's actually pretty short, though, so... The run through this might actually be easier than the previous one to get enough spatulas for the bonus stage. I'm not doing the final boss level. Like, the final boss is actually not super hard in this game, but I don't feel like it being that clean. I was kind of gas. That may be a bit of a pun, but it's kind of true, too. It's a nice tune. Boxes. Yeah, the flames are big as fuck. Do not test them. In here, next to... I think there's another platform. I'll go under here where I saw this. Oh wait, no, I think it was in the next area. Tubes. Yeah, because it was around the same places. Flame tunnel. Wait, how the fuck do you get over there? I'm missing something else entirely, because... Still, one of these two stages should be doable. Because look at that, I'm not doing the last one. That's just a pain. No damage, a boss fight. I guess really these are more like Menray. Yeah. Of them. That's a pretty straightforward start to it. Oh, you know what? I might have just missed the whole of this bit. There is a path that goes down. Yeah, okay. I think that explains it. I think you use that barrel to get to those. Multiple paths, it really is Sonic. Do I even want to bother taking this thing, see where it goes? I guess I should. Yep. Asshole hidden spatulas. Here. I would have been very upset if that like despawned or something. Now I have to take that nasty upper path. Flames. Wish me fuck. I know the flame was off, but damn it, I didn't trust it. Scary shit. I'm not sure if there's anything past that flame up there, but I guess I should check. There it is. Alright. I remember now. Yeah, there were spatulas here too, but I got all of these. That just leaves this last area. Very scary crab, but also there's no spatula on that platform. Way. Flame I can't go through, but shoot the man ray. Spongebob is staring into my soul. I think he's fine. Is one expression? No, he's got others. Like he can, you know, he can look up. He can look. Okay, he's still doing that expression, but he can do this too. See? Got a funky little balancing animation, and even a different one for the other way.
Now I need a monkey wrench.
Yeah, there's some kind of alright animation in this. Anyway, that means we do have access to this bonus stage. Like I said, this one's a bit unique compared to the others. It's not like a vehicle ride level, nor is it whatever the Ferris wheel was in the first world. This is, in fact, a mechanic from one of the regular levels. It's now here, Snail Race. That's right, Gary's back.
Now, Gary, follow me. I'll protect you. Just head for your food, Gary.
This is a much more complex Gary challenge. So funnily enough, even though this says hit this and implies need the gun, you just bug bounce in front of it, it does like the same shit. That you need to hit a specific amount of times to get to the right.
I can't lift that.
Anyway. By the way, the reason you need Gary is he actually can collect tokens too, and there's a few that you can't reach without him. I forget, does Gary like walk over these? No, he's smart enough to wait nicely. And with this elevator. Oops, shit. But yeah, it's neat that they bring this gimmick back and do a bit more with it. You know, Gary's important. Okay, that's going the right way. Phew, close one. Yeah, that's 25. Gary gets his food. I get the last gift, which seems to be some nice ribbons for the party. And now, of course, there's only one actual gift left, which is the point of the game. Let's get this monkey wrench, fix Furryman Barkle Voice TV, and finally get that autograph. Panning Factory. That is a kind of terrifying thing to put in the game, if you ask me. But also the music's really silly, so it doesn't matter that much. Also, I remember this level being kind of a maze. But oh yeah, you can break those. It's really funny how the rest of like the industrial levels have this like kind of melancholy music to them, and this is just kind of doing this. It's also hard to hear because there's so many fucking machine noises going constantly. Feels like I'm in Metallic Madness again. Kelp brains, alright. We even got the zoom tubes. And of course the crushes. But yes, the final boss of this game, the Iron Dogfish. We've heard about this thing, but never really seen one ourselves. We've never heard of a dog living underwater anyway. I'd soon expect to see a squirrel doing karate. Yeah, they don't have shit for this guy, but he's not that hard. He also looks just fucking disgusting, which I think is funny. Anyway, his thing is that, you have to freeze him with these vents and then butt bounce him. And yeah, he's jacked as fuck, which I think is kind of funny. Just this kind of just this ugly, like, pre-rendered monstrosity. Also, he just shoots you. Like, I don't know why he can do that. It's not even the same art style. Oh, like, the boss in World 2, the Sub-Shark, kind of looked a bit like this as well, but at least that was like a machine, and it looked like a machine. This is just, I don't know what the fuck this is or why it's in the game. Kinda love it. Anyway, it's almost dead. That's almost the end of Supersponge. Yeah. That. Without trouble for a monkey wrench.
I got it!
Yeah, he's not even the same art style, right?
Now back to Bikini Bottom to add the finishing touches to my birthday surprise.
Alright, let's fix that TV and think they'll finally appreciate us enough to give us an autograph? Let's see.
Ah! Anybody around here need a TV fixed?
I don't know, they might make us do loop 2.
Nope. Just force that there, hit that, twist that, put that there.
Congratulations, Spongy Blob. You earned this. Patrick is lucky to have a friend like you.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I've learned today that friendship is something that is priceless. SB is not such a bad sponge after all.
SpongeBob Squarepants! Wait till I get my hand on that porous freak!
It's like a really aggressive line to come out of Mermaid Man. And so, remember when I mentioned that there was like a bunch, like the dev stuff from basically this entire game's development was leaked? Yeah, there's like a recording of that line by Barnacle Boy, which makes a lot more sense for him. But I think they just decided Mermaid Man didn't have enough lines. It just made him freak the fuck out. Anyway, let's see how Patrick's birthday party show turns out.
Happy birthday, Patrick, from all your friends in Bikini Bottom.
Today's my birthday? Huh. I thought I was born a long time ago in a hospital. Thanks for the signed photo of my favorite superheroes anyhow. This is the best birthday ever!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Meow, 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 meow.
Happy birthday!
They even got plankton.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Stand still while I take your picture.
They were not standing still. Mermaid Man blinked. Yeah. Silly game from my childhood. Not all a bad one, though. It is a thoroughly fine platformer. Is that the good ending? Yeah, for some reason I thought there was like an extra bit of dialogue if you got all the gifts. I don't think there was, but having all that stuff there is about as good as it gets. And that aside, I do have a few other things to show you. Including something very funny, which is the game over screen, because I didn't get to show you guys that because I'm too good at video games. I didn't read who was Mr. Krabs, but surprisingly, they did get Ernest Borgnine for Mermaid Man. That was his actual actor. I can guarantee that was not the usual Mr. Krabs voice actor. Anyway, if I remember properly, the title screen also changes. Yep. And I believe there's even a different title screen if you 100% the game. I'm not doing that, but there's a different one. It's just a different background image. Anyway. Show you something funny. Let me find a level that's easy to just fucking die on. It's gotta have pits in it. Beginning or a checkpoint. This one's probably fine. You know what? I remember a better one. Oh no, this is perfect. Unless Sandy talks every time. Anyway, here we go.
Where is everybody? SpongeBob! Squidward! That is my birthday. Has everybody forgotten? Nobody loves me anymore.
That monologue is insane, especially since it's just otherwise standing there in silence and also doing like a generic animation loop. It's wild. Also, there's like in the files there's supposed to be like a fanfare there. There just isn't. Anyway, there's a few other funny things about this game relating to the stuff that was leaked from the development files. Like, here, listen to the instrument doing that little melody here. That little flute kind of thing they started with. Well, Originally, that sounded different. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's how you pause animation, right? Let me pull up how the song sounded initially. I think it's a little interesting. It is almost exactly the same, but that flute they're using is the same flute that they use in the actual theme song of the show. I guess something came down and said they didn't have that sample, the rights to that sample or something. But that also goes with another unused song in the game. The title theme. Yeah. Title theme would have just been the Spongebob theme, or their rendition of it, rather. But word of God came down and said no. So they didn't have that. Licensed gaming as hell, right? Now, like mentioned, there's like a million things of the development of this game because it all leaked, like builds across the entire thing. One thing, for example, is that there's a good number of builds along the way, that just had a health bar instead of, all those, instead of the Sonic-ish ring system. Like, a couple of unused tracks. This was the Game Over fanfare I was talking about. The Game Boy Advance version actually does use its version of this. Apparently it was supposed to be music for, like, the party at the end, too, instead of just talking. But yeah, and plenty of unused lines too. But this is the one I was talking about.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Wait till I get my hands on that porous freak.
Yeah, like mentioned, Barnacle Boy was really gonna do that, and that fits him better. I guess they really just want another line out of Mermaid Man. And also development stuff, of course, includes, like, unused, like, sprites, like, earlier versions of the pre-renders. Cutscenes that had, like, placeholder audio, which is pretty funny, unused enemies. Some of which, again, got used in the Game Boy Advance version. Also, just plenty of, like, NPCs that were just, like, fish. Guys, including some kind of weird looking ones, which I think is kind of funny. Also, files called naughty01.jpg and then 02 and 03 that I could not put on the stream, certainly. Yeah, when you're I guess when you're working on, like, kids' license stuff, you get a little tired of being squeaky clean. Anyway, this stream went a little longer. This game took a little longer than I thought, a good 2 hours, which is short for a stream, but honestly, it's long enough for me, and I don't feel like booting up anything else. So thanks for coming and showing off this. And remember, starting on this Friday, I'll be putting my own streams to bed for a bit because I will be joining in the infamous Kusoge Advent Calendar Christmas in July edition. That will be at twitch.tv/Tyrone-sama. And that will be exciting and or terrifying. I hope folks can show up for that. Until then, signing off. See you next time.